Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Sadly, Hunter's still under the weather as we start our week. So look who's here. We are joined once again by our good friend, Northern News Now's Briggs LaSavage. Yeah. Briggs, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining us again today.
No problem. I couldn't let you be by yourself again.
I know. It's always so sad. It's like Hunter let me know like an hour or two before our show the other day. So I was like, okay, I'll put something together so that way, because I kind of tailored that show around Hunter's vacation that he has. So sadly, with him being sick, I'm very happy that you had the chance to join us. I know it adds a little more to our plate, especially with your busy schedule. So
it's
I appreciate your time.
It's so fun. And I loved yesterday's episode, actually. It was so fun reliving some of those blindfolds.
Yeah.
I saw the one when we went to the greenhouse.
Planting tomatoes.
Yeah, blindfolded planting.
But that was a good time. And kayaking around the harbor with Day Tripper of Duluth.
So fun.
Yeah, always fun. So, hey, guess what? I am absolutely hurting from our weekend run that we did for Grandma's marathon training. I'm sure you are as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And while it's going to be a tough one, it's not even close to what you're about to see here. Nearly 1,500 runners from more than 50 countries taking part in the 23rd Great Wall Marathon in northern China. The marathon took runners over 5,000 steps with sections of uneven stone steps and steep climbs as well. I mean, you'll see these people. I'm sure they're probably on mile like 13 or 12. We got to worry about some hills here on the North Shore coming up next month, but nothing like this, Briggs.
Why would anybody sign up for that? I mean, obviously the story is great. The view's spectacular, but that sounds like it has to be one of the most difficult physical feats that you could ever do.
I already have enough trouble running on flat surface. Like when you get tired, you start dragging your feet a little bit. I can't even imagine going up and landing on your hands or even your face if you miss a step there.
I know, and both you and I have talked about knee troubles.
Yeah.
The knee troubles that must come with going up that many flights of stairs. I had trouble just running up some of that. We did a hilly training run, and I just struggled. It was probably all in all, it probably took a minute and a half to get up the hill, and then it was downhill for a good chance. But you don't get any reprieve there, really. You're going mostly up, and it looks like your legs just hurt.
Even down, like going downhill, that hurts too. That's a lot of pressure on the knees too. So hopefully there are no tourists you had to dodge either that were on the Great Wall of China. So good on them for finishing.
Bravo, very good. Well, coming up on today's show, Rachel Hackbarth is trying out a necklace for your phone. Plus, an event in South Dakota is flinging some chips that you definitely don't want to eat. Interesting.
Yeah.
That is a good tease, Ryan.
Rachel Hackbarth trying out some new jewelry that'll keep you hands-free. Probably not usable in the car, I would assume, but we'll see how it works. How about this? A woman is turning kindness into a cross-country journey. A cyclist is riding more than 2,000 miles through Minnesota and Iowa to our south, following a route that actually spells out the word kindness. Nala Summers says the trip is meant to inspire people to slow down, connect, and spread a little goodwill along the way.
Cool. I love that. That must take a lot of planning. I got to turn here just to get that N perfect, or the S, you're kind of weaving back a little ways.
Yeah, it's impressive. I know there are some apps out there, I think, especially for running, it'll show you, these are what other people do for a certain amount of miles. But, I think Mary and I sometimes now, it's okay, we got to look in our Apple Maps and see how far is it from here to here, and are we going to make it back successfully? So that is impressive planning.
That's always the question. Are we going to make it back? You never know.
90% of the time we do. The other 10% is a long walk back.
Same here. Well, summer camp isn't just for kids anymore. More adults are heading back to camp to sing, dance, and take a break from burnout. One California inner child theater camp is welcoming grown-ups of all ages, even a 79-year-old camper. Very cool. Organizers say it's a chance to unplug, relive some joy, and escape the stress of your daily life. The trend is growing too. Yelp says searches for adult summer camps jumped nearly 350% in the last year. I could see why, because this looks like fun.
It does look like a lot of fun. For the folks at home, I actually spent a number of my years during college in the summers down in Hopkins, Minnesota. I would teach summer theater camps for kids.
Nice.
And so it was always a joy getting to teach them. So being a part of one now as an adult, that'd be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I love organized activity. I want somebody to tell me what to do, tell me how to relax. That's really great too. And what a great way to meet people.
Yeah.
It's hard to meet people these days because I feel like there's so much online activity and maybe people are, a little more apt to stay home after work. But that could be fun. And you meet people who are also wanting to get out and do the same kind of things as you. So cool.
And I think a lot of the time too, when it comes to making new friends in our age range now, it's like you're in a kind of a weird scenario where maybe you're at the gas station and you run into someone and they're like, "So you want to hang out sometime?" And be like, "I don't know. I'm just gonna give them my phone number to
Right.
I would love more friends, but it has to be the right time and place."
True.
Yeah, I'm not
The
saying
gas station might be weird. Don't approach Ryan at the gas station.
Most of the time, it's at the golf course for me. But,
true. That would be a good place.
Yeah, but then it's like you got to make that commitment. It's a big jump.
True, it is.
It's a big jump. Well, according to the average American, the real start of summer is coming up tomorrow, May 21st. So a survey of 5,000 Americans, evenly split by state, found 92% are already in summer mode well before that season actually begins. So respondents from the north are ready for warm weather once again, with those living in Maine, South Dakota, and New Hampshire feeling the most summer ready. However, those already sick of the heat in California, Arizona, and New Mexico aren't exactly about summer returning and rearing its ugly head.
Yeah. I think for me, I still associate summer with when school ends.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always like that first week of June. The kids, are out of school, staying home. There's no more buses on the commute to work. I'm like, oh, now it's summer.
Yeah.
I can't shake that kind of connection in my brain. But May 21st is still cold here.
Yeah, what's been up lately? I mean, even the overnight lows sometimes, there's still frost. Usually we love to play golf in the morning, and there's still frost on the course, so you're not even able to play. So I know I am someone looking forward to summer and taking advantage of the 2 months that we get here in the Northland.
Have you been out golfing in the mornings yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit, but it's been, it's been rainy. It's been cold. It's been
like your winter cold.
Kind of sad. So a lot of the people who work there, they go, you guys are kind of wild for golfing this early.
Why are you here?
Yeah. I just love it too much. Trying to make new friends as well. Well, hey, coming up, a new chapter in radio and a game we definitely don't want to play. We'll be back here on Northern Life.
Welcome back, everybody. After nearly a century on the air, CBS News Radio will sign off this Friday. Hundreds of millions of listeners have tuned in over the decades to an organization that helped invent broadcast news. Bradley Blackburn sitting down with familiar voices to look back and to listen.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan.
The voices of Steve Kathan and Deborah Rodriguez.
New Iranian attacks
are familiar for millions of listeners. Part of the CBS News radio team that's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I've always thought that it's so important to get a thorough message out to listeners.
It's an American institution. I mean, it's a place where broadcast journalism was born.
For more than 15 years, Kathan has anchored the World News Roundup, the longest-running network newscast in history.
Just that sort of linkage makes you want to lift your game up.
The first roundup aired in 1938.
This is Bob Trout speaking to you from New York, opening Columbia's shortwave transatlantic program.
And through World War II, CBS News Radio, led by Edward R. Murrow, became vital for the nation.
Hello, America. This is Edward Murrow speaking from London. There were more German planes over the coast of Britain today than at any time since the war began.
You didn't work for Murrow if you couldn't write well.
Former CBS News anchor Dan Rather grew up listening to those broadcasts.
CBS Radio should be remembered for becoming a national institution. Very important to the development of news other than newspapers.
We're out there covering the war in Iran right now. What's going on there? What's happening in the Strait of Hormuz?
Dustin Gervais manages CBS News Radio today. We went to the old newsroom where Walter Cronkite once anchored.
This wall was the map that was behind Walter Cronkite when he was doing broadcasts.
And radio correspondents used typewriters and reel-to-reel tape to report history.
This morning, divers taken to the scene by another mini-submarine.
What we do here at CBS has continued from when we started in the 20s to today.
A couple of presidential inaugurations along the way.
People visits. I remember doing a bunch of those.
For journalists who've covered it all, their own sign-off is a defining moment.
I think the heart and soul of an era in news telling is going to be lost.
You think about people who have done it previously and the history behind it all, it's been a real honor.
The voices, delivering the news.
I'm Peter King.
I'm Wendy Gillette.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper.
Leaving their own legacy.
I'm Allison Keyes.
I'm Christopher Cruz.
I'm Cammie McCormick.
I'm Stacy Lynn.
I'm Michael Wallace.
I'm Linda Kenyon.
This is CBS News.
Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
You know, it's sad, but it's just kind of the way the world seems to be going now. I know a lot of radio stations trying to, go to that podcast format because that's where a lot of listeners go now. And I'm sure the broadcast television, local news here on TV is going to be a whole lot different in the years to come.
No kidding. So many changes, so many iconic voices in that story too. Like people I didn't even, maybe I don't know their names off the top of my head, but I'm like, oh, I recognize their voice. The power of radio for sure.
Yeah, and especially Mary listens to a lot of Minnesota Public Radio, so it's cool to see how they're changing with the times.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's head to South Dakota now, where Custer State Park was welcoming visitors who are lining up for a very unconventional competition.
Yeah, Per Lundquist shares more.
One of the most anticipated events at Custer State Park. The Buffalo Roundup? Nah, the Buffalo Chip Flip. Was it buffalo chip? Well, if I showed you where they came from, I'd have to censor it. Flippers were given 2 chances to toss, throw, or otherwise propel chips, competing across multiple age brackets to see who could chuck them the furthest, and there were a variety of strategies.
I'm gonna throw one like a rock, and I'm gonna toss one like a discus. Kind of sideways, over and under.
The contest was held outside the Peter Norbeck Outdoor Education Center, across the highway from the State Game Lodge. There were around 4 dozen participants, many families, and many campers. I asked a few, what are their favorite things to do in the Black Hills?
Probably all the hunting in the area and fishing.
I like that too.
Morning rain didn't stop the chip flip. If anything, it made the buffalo chips a little more pungent. It's just one of many events kicking off tourism season in the Black Hills, and with it being America's 250th, visitors are already finding the best spots to check out. Oh, you want me to flip a chip? No.
Mount Rushmore, Needles Highway, the list goes on and on. There's a lot to look at. You'll never get it all in 1 week, that's for sure.
Open house weekend may have wrapped up, but the park has several events on the docket, including pancake feeds, hay rides, chuck wagon cookouts, and so much more. For more information on the park, head to the South Dakota Game Fish and Parks website at gfp.sd.gov.
Briggs, you would ever do that?
That is a truly bizarre event. Like who came up with that? That's crazy.
I'm sure probably way back in the day someone's like, oh, I could probably throw that further than you. And you're like, no, you couldn't. Yeah.
It reminds me of that scene from Napoleon Dynamite where the uncle's like, I could throw a football over the mountain.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, there you go.
Always good.
Oh my gosh. That reporter funny too.
Yeah, Barry looked like a good guy. Looked like a lot of fun. Well, before I head to break, a new international study suggests touching grass may actually improve your life. Researchers analyzed responses from more than 50,000 folks and found spending time in nature linked to better body image and greater life satisfaction. Briggs, you agree with that? Go outside and touch grass?
Yeah, get away from the virtual world, not comparing yourself, just being in your own body. I like that.
Yeah, I'm actually allergic to grass, so I'll take my medicine first. Like coming up, a new chapter. We'll see in a few. Welcome back, everybody. Before we get into this next story, I felt like Ron Burgundy there. I write this show, I assemble this show, and all of a sudden I write a tease for a story that we already just talked about. So it was a new chapter for news, and we already, we talked about that story. So
this guy's a slave to the prompter.
I read whatever's on there. So let's read what this next story says. Usually when you buy produce, all you have to worry about is washing it before you eat it. But for an Australian farmer, he found a live frog in a bag of lettuce, and his housemates did not believe him. And he had been preparing a steak and salad dinner for those 3 folks who he shares a house with when he spotted what appeared to be this green tree frog among the leaves inside the sealed plastic bag he had bought from a supermarket.
That's crazy. Can you sue for this?
I don't know. I guess it's just more impressive that the frog's okay inside the sealed bag. Yeah, it probably made it a long way.
Yeah, that poor guy. He's probably like, is this my new habitat?
That's the new chapter I was teasing you. It's a new chapter for that frog's life.
Poor little man. Well, let's get to this week's Does It Work product. Rachel Hackbarth is testing on a necklace that the makers claim will allow you to use your phone hands-free.
Let's see how well it works.
For Monica Barton's marketing job, it's hard to find her without her phone. No, seriously, it's even strapped to her hand sometimes.
I talk no matter where I'm at. My handy dandy holder, I don't know what it's called. It's just handy because I can still have my hands and hold my phone.
Could this week's Does It Work product allow her to use her phone to create content without using her hands? It's the 1995 Tellison magnetic neck mount.
I'm a little skeptical as to how if it's going to, like the double chin if you're trying to talk to somebody on video conference.
We're in luck because the makers don't really want us to use this for just FaceTiming or watching movies. It's advertised as a necklace mount that isn't lazy. It instead allows you to take photos and videos of memorable moments like biking or cooking.
It seems sturdy.
Does it bend?
It bends, and it's kind of very pliable. There's a button.
How does it feel?
A little heavy.
Monica finds the necklace is sturdy and the magnetic attachment is also strong.
Well, it holds your phone securely. We're not gonna break it because it's a good magnet.
Monica thinks this is a useful gadget, not just a gimmick. Her only complaint is because the device is well made, it is a little heavy.
I wouldn't want to wear it for a long period of time. If I just needed to, let's say I needed to multitask, this would work because I'm constantly losing my phone because I set it down somewhere.
For Does It Work, I'm Rachel Hackbarth.
I would have liked to see her use it a little more.
Right, yeah. She didn't give the product a fair try, in my opinion. She just was like, it's heavy. And it's like, well, yeah, probably. But so is it supposed to be for like influencers, maybe if they're like doing something to record themselves in front of them? Okay, I thought it was more for like watching a video in front of you.
You could probably use that too.
True.
You could probably just like, it doesn't look like you could probably get it up very high, but we were joking while we were watching the story saying that this would be perfect for the marathon. You can just turn on a couple movies and just watch it as you run. Probably bounce around a ton, but...
run into a few people.
Right? Oh, sorry, I was using my phone necklace. Our director Shania too was talking about how it's probably good for the folks who, filming content who want to like talk about like their preparing a meal or something.
Yeah. Immediately I was thinking like maybe if you were on a plane or something and you don't want to hold your phone to like watch a video. But yeah, like you mentioned, it doesn't get up that high, so you'd be kind of looking down.
I'm sure the chiropractors out there are probably super happy about that product if you're going like this the whole time. You're looking at your phone, so.
Messed up necks. Yeah. Maybe they'll take it. Yeah, more business.
Yeah, buy yourself a necklace phone holder. Like coming up, the Pope shows just how trendy he is. We'll see you in a few.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch will be stopping by talking about his recent trip to Vietnam. He's going to share all sorts of pictures and stories when we see you again tomorrow right here on Northern News Now. I have heard just a little bit about Adam's trip because he's been very busy since he's been back with all the weather that we've been seeing, but I can't wait for that conversation. It's going to be so cool. Like just from the pictures I saw on Facebook, he did a lot.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground, and it also sounds like he was enjoying the start of summer over there because it was like 90 degrees every single day. He said, people have to take breaks and like multiple showers every day due to just how hot it is and how much you're sweating. So I'm sure he'll tell us all about that.
I can't wait
that
to hear
fun aspect of the trip. Probably more lighthearted stuff too. Before we go today, Pope Leo jumping on the 6'7" bandwagon. The Pope was interacting with some children at the Vatican recently when the kids asked him to do the viral gesture, and Pope Leo, with a smile, did it right back before walking away. The trend originated from a song, but as far as what it actually means, nobody exactly knows.
Okay, good, because I still don't know. I'm still confused.
Pope Leo is just with the times, it's just one of the kids.
Do we think he knows what that is?
I don't think so. I think he's got bigger fish to fry. he's got other things to do.
Too funny. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys.
We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.